live from Hollywood, California. It's the Elaborate Podcast. Everything is recorded live here in the Hollywood Improv Lab, and then you get to listen to it later on at home. The show is part stand-up, part interviews. It's all done live, and today is the first episode featuring Zack Chapaloni and Auguste Derose-Jones. Make sure you stay tuned after the podcast to see when the next live show is going to be and any more details about the show. Stay tuned. You guys, he is the newest paid regular at the Comedy Store. I need you to get super loud for Zack Chapaloni!
What's up, everyone? How we doing? Wow, very upbeat crowd. All right, cool. I know the world is changing before our eyes, so it's nice to see some positive. Unless there's some Trumpers here, which, man, congrats, I guess. I suspect not a lot of tariff fans in this audience. It's fucked up, man. I voted for Kamala. I assume y'all did, or no, maybe not. Yeah? Yeah, so we got this area. We didn't scatter. I think that's the problem. Next election, one of us has to take one for the team and live in Pennsylvania. That's kind of where we're at. I'm mostly pissed because I read all of Kamala's emails. I read every fucking one, dude. It was like 2,000. It got out of control. I mean, at some point, Mr. Emhoff started hitting me up. Felt like an old couple was like swinging and recruiting me. He's like, can I tell you how awesome my wife is? I'm like, no, dude, I don't fucking know you. And then Kamala's like, sorry about him. Can we talk? I'm like, what is happening right now? I don't have money. Yeah, man, it was probably the craziest election in history. We had Tim Walz wanting tampons in men's and women's restrooms. Tim Walz ain't never seen me fucked up at a bar before, you know? I'll be washing my hands like, what do we have here? I'll try anything twice, you know? Those nachos didn't agree with me. Let's get ahead of it. Bink, you know? Plug it and roll. Trump's email. I wonder if Trump was emailing his people, you know, like, check your inbox. Or if Melania's sending, like, plagiarized ones, you know? She's just like, 7 years ago. You're like, what? You okay, Melania? She's like, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. You're like, all right, relax, lady. Crazy, man. I wonder if he's going to jail. Yeah? Maybe. I don't know how any of this works. I don't think we've ever been here as a country. Ben Franklin forgot to cross some T's and dot some I's back in the day. Part of me is like, I don't think it's a good look for our own active president to be inside of jail while he's president, you know? But then the other half of me just loves a good trashy reality TV show. And you can't tell me Jail President is not the best show to ever hit streaming. I'm subscribing. I'm paying premium memberships to watch that, you know? He's going to have to join a gang in there? How great is that episode going to be? He's going to be like, a lot of great gangs in here, beautiful gangs. They all want me to join. They all say, Mr. President, we've never had a gang member like you before. Would you please join our gang? And I love them all. I love my norteños. He's going to overpronounce the Spanish one. Love my norteños. They like the red hats. We got red hats at MAGA. Their hat's got the big N. They like the N on the hat, the norteños. I'd like to do a merch collab. I really would. Merch collab with the norteños. Maybe. They always have to have the N. Maybe we do Naga. But the black gangs don't like Naga. It's too close. Too close of a word. After some thought, I have to join a gang. I will be joining the whites. I'm a Peckerwood. Beautiful tattoos. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You just got to enjoy life, man. Try to find a way to have fun, I guess. I took my wife to Mexico. Just check out the wall and check out that American engineering. No, I didn't take her to the wall. I can't go near the wall. Look at my complexion is just enough, you know. People would be on the fence about me being on the fence, you know. They'd be a Texan with questions. You'd be like, hold on there, buddy.
Coming or going? What's the story? No, I took my wife to Mexico because her friend was getting married in Mexico. Wedding got canceled at the last minute. Spicy. picante, if you will. And I was like, let's not eat these Airbnb fees. We already bought the place. We bought the flight. Let's go get diarrhea for 48 hours, you know? And boy, did we. Like, holy fuck. Montezuma was tracking our flight, dude. We landed and it was just like starting to fucking tear apart inside. Little Airbnb. Our bamboo toilet stood no chance. Bad. Like, bad. And we were one of those couples that didn't fart in front of each other. Like, we thought it would keep the romance alive. Like, just, if you have to fart, go to another room. Like, don't rip ass in each other's faces, you know? But I'm here to tell you, after that trip, fart in front of your lover. Because you don't want to go from never throwing an underhand pitch to just high 100-mile-an-hour fucking sweet chin music, you know? She didn't even get to hear a cute one, you know? She didn't even catch like a... It's just... Skip all that straight to satanic Bible verses like Despetus para casa. She said that.
Guys, that's it for me. I'm Zack Chapaloni. Thank you so much. You're a wonderful crowd. Keep it going for Amanda Fritz. Yes.
Hell yeah. Sit the hell down, Zach. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Hell yeah. Thanks for being my guinea pig, buddy.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Yeah. All right. So, canceled wedding. What happened?
It's sad. The mother of the groom was sick.
Okay.
I think cancer. But she's alive. But I didn't do it. What the fuck?
Was it cancer?
I think it was.
Okay.
And you know wives and their stories. No, I'm just kidding. No, I listen intently when she talks. No, it was cancer. But the thing is, the couple didn't go. So like some of us from the wedding who didn't know each other were just in this shitty little touristy town. It was like a town that turned into like a Margaritaville over the past 5 years. So it's just white people being like, move it, muchacho. And we're like, is this even another country? What is this place? And so we were it was the worst trip of our life. My wife, she might have voted Trump after that trip. I'm not even kidding. Like doesn't want to leave the country again. We were scarred from that one. We're an adventurous couple, but just diarrhea like all day and night, tiny Airbnb. And then we couldn't sleep because outside was like 12 different mariachi bands. It was like some festival of something where the music went from 10 p.m. till like 5 in the morning. And then nightclubs were mad that people weren't coming in. So they were bumping their music. So you couldn't even hear one song as you're like nauseously trying to hold like water in your body.
Jesus Christ.
It was bad, yeah.
So you guys knew it was canceled before you even went?
Right before we were all going. And we were the only ones who bought tickets because it was a no kids wedding.
Oh, nice.
And everyone who was a parent was like waiting to figure it out. Okay. And we were like, let's get our tickets while they're cheap.
Yeah.
And then everyone was like, no big deal that it's canceled. We're like, big deal.
Yeah.
We paid for shit.
Yeah.
So we went, and worst trip, honestly, the worst trip we've ever, bad.
So like a canceled wedding led to your guys' divorce, is what you're saying?
Yeah, it certainly led us to knowing what each other's like farts sound like at their worst.
How long have you guys been married? You're not farting in front of each other? I just wrote down wedding advice, fart in front of your lover. Long-term wedding advice. I think that's good advice.
You know, my mom is from Morocco, and my brother and I would always fart when we were kids, and my mom would be like, "You're never going to find love." Like, that's how bad our farts were.
She's right.
Yeah, she'd be like, "Oh, you will be alone forever," you know. So it kind of like shamed us into keeping it inside.
Good.
It was a good thing.
Good.
I think she wanted us to be like respectable husbands, but
now
like. You gotta let them know what you're cooking a little bit, you know.
How long have you guys been married?
We've been married for like 8 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Guys.
Yeah.
Marriage is great. I'm more impressed that you held in farts for 8 years.
So some days were rough. Some days my stomach is making noises where she's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "You know what the fuck's wrong."
Yeah. Marriage is work.
Something wants to leave me. And she kind of follows me sometimes because we work opposite schedules. So like when we're together, like we're really together.
Okay.
So like I'll be at home like, oh boy, and I'll go home. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Leave me, woman."
You're just like running away from her, like
yes,
just like little farts all around the
Yeah,
house.
you know it's bad when it's a fart per step. You're like, something's wrong here.
I love you, but leave me alone.
Yeah.
Just like-
Yeah. And mine are bad. I mean, I'm not going to mince words. Some people like fart and they don't smell. I'm like,
Oh,
is that,
I don't trust them.
are they dying or am I?
No. That's a for attention fart. That has no actual purpose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a party trick is
Yeah,
what
yeah,
it
yeah.
is.
That's like when they're like, I'm going to cat myself. And you're like, okay.
Yeah, right.
This is for attention.
Yeah, I'm not even grossed out. Nice try.
Put some meaning behind it.
Totally. No, I think it's my racial mix. I think I'm Italian and Moroccan.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like if there hasn't been a fusion restaurant of your cultures, it means it's a bad batch. It's not supposed to touch.
There's a yes.
Thank you.
There's a fusion restaurant. I think it's like Santa Monica and like Cahuenga, and it's Indian and Mexican food.
Oh shit!
I know.
They got to put men's tampons in that restaurant for sure. Get ahead of this thing.
Take your mom there. She's like, none of you will find love. You're alone
You will all be
forever.
single forever. Yeah, man. Yeah, and you know, she doesn't really fart in front. We don't do it. I don't know why. I know it's weird. Like,
You don't speak about the trip. You're just back to no farting.
yeah, we don't. We've spoken about. I mean, the trip. Look, you can't hide what we witnessed that weekend. I mean, dude. Yeah, you think you know someone.
You committed a murder together.
She's got some real oomph behind her. I didn't know she was packing all these years. This is going to be in a podcast, right?
This is so great. Yes, we're all
Yeah,
gonna know.
Elizabeth Chapaloni. Watch out for her.
They're gonna see your name at the wall at the Comedy Store. Like, I think that guy shit himself in Mexico.
Yeah.
Hey, listen to that guy shit himself.
That's the guy whose wife broke an apartment in Mexico with her massive fart diarrhea.
I can't wait for the Airbnb owner to get a hold of each other.
Yeah. They'll be like, we said no parties. We're like, it was just us.
Like, it was not a party, trust me. I swear to God. Does anyone have a question before we wrap up? Anyone have a question?
Up the wonders of the body or anything?
How did he learn to do such a good Trump impression? Because that was.
Thank you.
I'm mad, but it was so good.
Thank you. I hold at the end of gang.
Yeah, you do.
That's the only part where I feel like that's what Trump would have done.
After
That's
the,
what old 47 would do. Ugh.
after the election, I feel like every comic that has a good Trump impression is like, no, but like,
I know. It's one of those jokes where, like, you know, people do it and you're like, should I stop doing mine? You know, but I'm having fun. I think you got to do the material that is fun for you.
Yeah.
Because then you're genuinely like, it's infectious. Like the good time the comedian's having on stage, like the crowd can get on board with.
yeah. I was stoked because I wanted to see the trashy TV show Prison President
Yeah.
to Bravo.
I know, dude. That would be so good. Yeah, that would be, well, maybe SNL will steal that one from me. I'll be proud if they do.
Lauren, if you're listening, that's what you should take away from this.
Have it, Lauren. You have the packet. Use it.
Prison President. I love it. Zack Chapaloni, everybody.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Keep it going for Zack. Get the fuck off. Keep it going for Zack, everybody. We're going to be switching mics all night. I hope we're all comfortable with each other. Are you guys ready for your next comic?
He runs a monthly show at the Ice House. In fact, the next show that he's doing is going to be our birthday show. Make it loud for the very funny Auguste Derose-Jones.
Keep it going for Amanda, everybody. Tuesday night, you dirty dogs. Anyone have to work today? Anyone here? No? You're like, I don't have a fucking job. Living in a tent. Who cares? I'm at work right now. Isn't that fucking crazy? That's wild. I'm drinking on the job. Don't tell my boss. You guys drinking? What, are you having fun? No? Yeah? All right. I tried to have a real job before I became a clown. I tried. Didn't work out. It was not the job that was tough, you know? It's never the job. It's the people you have to work with that makes the job tough. You know what I'm talking about? If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're the person that everyone else has to work with. Yeah. So look in the mirror when you get home. Yeah, I used to work with this one lady specifically. Her name was Bonnie. We used to call her Bitchin' Bonnie. Because every day, it was something new. It was impressive almost. You know, and misery loves company, right? So she always tried to get you to join in. And I remember the one day she was talking about how they were letting girls into Boy Scouts. No kids, but devastated that they were letting girls into Boy Scouts. And, you know, I wasn't taking the bait. I wasn't joining in until finally she goes, August, what about you? Were you in Boy Scouts? And I said, no, Bonnie, I was in Girl Scouts. And the office chuckled, and I said, fuck this job. I'm going to go to the Hollywood Improv. You heard Amanda right. My name is August. We're supposed to talk about ourselves, so let's talk about that. That's an interesting name. Yeah. It's a cool name now. You know, kids are getting named August all the time. Growing up, it wasn't cool. It was just gay. And, you know, I had to live through that. But when you tell someone your name's August, you always get like one of 3 responses. And I like 2 of them. 2 of them I'm fine with. The third one, not so much. I'll go through them real quick for you guys. You tell someone your name's August, first response, I like your name. I like that one. That's fun. Who doesn't like to hear that? I'll be like, hey, my name is August. They'll be like, I was born in August. That's another fun one. I don't hate that. But the third one, the one I can't stand, I'll be like, hey, my name's August. And they'll be like, hey, I'm September. Fuck you. And it'll always be like if I take out a girl, their dad, like when I first meet him, he always think he'd be funny dropping that one on me, you know? I'd be like, hey, I'm August. And he'd be like, hey, I'm September. And I'd be like, hey, I'm going to fuck your daughter. So, in the ass in the car as soon as we leave. But nice to meet you, Roger. See, again, more about myself. Yes, I have been to jail. Anyone want to guess what for? Weed. No. It's always assault? Yeah. Assault on a police officer. That is actually, you're the first man to ever get that. Get this man a non-alcoholic beer. And no duels on the house. I hit a cop. And I found out even if they hit you first, you can't hit them back. So that's just a little PSA for you guys. I was in there for a while, too. You know, I thought I was going to get out quick because I'm white, but they kept me just as long as everybody else. I was shocked. You know, I went up to the front. I was like, can I cash in this white privilege I've been hearing about? Or is that another media lie? Where's Zack? I hooked up with this girl once. Let's talk about that because it only happened once. And she felt obligated to share with me after that she'd also hooked up with the actor Vin Diesel before. Yeah, so obviously she has a type. Yeah, so I'm Eskimo Brothers with Vin Diesel now. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen his movie. He's all about family. So you see me in Fast and Furious 50. Don't be too shocked there, guys. You were here at the beginning. Remember this night. I've never had a girl tell me I have a big dick before. That's never happened. But I have had them say it's bigger than they thought it was going to be. So I'm a glass half full kind of guy, you know. I'm pretty pumped about that one. Before I get out of here, let's talk politics because I want to ruin this room before I get started. Trump's in, Kamala lost. Shocker. Shocked. But everyone's talking about like where she went wrong, like what happened wrong with the campaign, what happened. I think her first biggest mistake was her vice president pick. Wouldn't it have been awesome if she just picked Joe Biden? He's a winner, man. Guy proven winner. I'm from Pennsylvania, so fuck Zack. And but yeah, PA baby. I'm from the hot town where they shot Trump. Yeah, that story was crazy when like details kept coming out because I'm from Pittsburgh. The shooting happened in Butler, which is like right outside of Pittsburgh, and you know they had to go through all the details of what happened, and then they found out the kid is from Bethel Park, which is literally my rival high school. Yeah, my family owns a business in Bethel Park, like real close to home. And then they were like, oh, he didn't make his high school rifle team. Yeah, and I know what you guys are thinking. Your guys' high school had a rifle team? Yeah. We had a shooting range in our high school. Yeah, that's Pennsylvania, baby. Yeah. And you would see kids like walk to school with a rifle and you wouldn't call the cops or the Secret Service. Not that they would do anything, but you didn't call. And then they were like, all right, let's go through his phone. Let's try to find a manifesto. Let's try to find like a suicide note, like anything. And all they found was that right before you're excused. And right before the shooting, he jerked off to porn. Yeah, that's what they found on his phone. They jerked off to porn right before the shooting. Do you guys understand how angry at the president you have to be? To have the post-nut clarity after a jerk sesh and still want to fucking shoot the president? I don't know about you guys, but the only thing I want to shoot after I jerk off to porn is myself. So that's all right, guys. That's my time. Thanks so much for coming out tonight. Keep it going for Amanda. Oh, here we go. Let me move the table back here. Oh, there's your
Hell
mic.
yeah. Keep it going for August. He hit my mom.
Yeah.
Keep it going for August. All right. I think it's the question on everyone's mind. Fuck Bonnie. What happened with Bonnie?
You want to hear it's funny? I did that joke when I was in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And I had that job when I was in Pittsburgh. And a lot of my old coworkers came up to me and were like, after the show, had no idea they were there. And they were like, hey, did you do that joke because you knew we were going to be here? And I was like, I never would have fucking done that joke if I knew you guys were going to be here. Like, I didn't change your name. I didn't do anything. So, Bonnie.
It is Bonnie?
It's Bonnie.
Last name? Just kidding.
Yeah. She's probably dead.
what
But she was old. R.I.P. Bonnie.
You were picking on an old lady?
I wasn't picking on her. She was picking on the scouts, all right? And I was standing up for those kids.
All right.
All right. Sorry. I'll wait till January 6th to get all
Don't go back to prison.
riled up like that.
What job was it where you were working with Bonnie?
I used to work for the Pittsburgh Penguins. I used to work in professional sports. I worked for the Oakland Raiders.
Nice.
I worked for the Penguins.
Nice.
And I quit that all to chase my dreams.
Wow. You fool.
Lucky Ians. Huh? Yeah.
What's up with fuck Zack? Is Zack like
Well, he was just talking shit about Pennsylvania, so I had to stand up for us.
Should we fight him?
No, you can fight him. He looks big.
All
I'm
right.
scared. He said he's Italian in something, and I'm Italian in something. It's not going to end well. Yeah.
All right, so you hit a police officer.
Yeah, I did, unfortunately.
I know. And it wasn't my mom, believe it or not.
No, I love her parents if they're here.
You can only hit her if you're married to her. So
Old school Italian. I like
yeah,
it.
that's what I'm talking about, buddy. Yeah. It's fine. So what happened? Why were you getting arrested?
I was actually being good that night. I was walking home.
Okay.
And I was walking to my ex-girlfriend's house, and you guys know like what straight edge people are. They don't like drink or do drugs or anything. My girlfriend's neighbor, like they weren't home, and I was knocking on the door, and the straight edge party was next door. So they're like, "Oh, we're gonna call the cops on this kid." And yeah, they showed up, and it was New Year's, which was also my birthday, which is a great time to get arrested.
Nice.
And they beat my ass, and then they took me to the hospital. And I'm handcuffed to the hospital bed, and I was like, "Take me to jail, you pussies!" And they're like, "All right." So they were men of their word, and they took me to jail. And I remember looking at like the TV from like 1970 in the corner, and the Rose Bowl game was playing. And one of my best friends, he played tight end at Michigan State, and he's catching a touchdown. And I'm like, "Look where the fuck Paul is right now, and look where I am at. Like, I need to stop drinking Jameson. I think so. Just beer now."
Punching a cop, that's living somebody's dream.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so funny.
He said to me in court, he was like, "It was not even what you did with your hands, it's what you said with your mouth." And I was like, "Oh, God." I was like, "What did I say?" He's like, "I can't repeat it." And I was like, "I'm a comic. I need to hear this. You got to tell me what happened."
Write it down and slip it to me across the table.
Yeah, just write it down.
Just mouth it out. Oh, my God. Were you in the Boy Scouts for real?
I was a
Whoa.
Scout's honor.
Wow.
And
from Scouts to hitting cops.
Yeah. The trajectory didn't go as planned.
What was the Boy Scouts? What was your favorite thing from the Boy Scouts?
Honestly, I just like doing the outdoor stuff, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. Stuff with my dad.
Okay.
He wasn't around for long, so that was, some core memories.
Yeah.
I guess fishing, that kind of stuff.
Were you in the rifle club at your school?
Fuck no, I couldn't make it. You like the best. This is a true story. The best rifle shooter in NCAA history went to my high school, and it's my older brother's best friend's twin sister. Her name's Jenna Compton. She's the best rifleman in like U.S. history.
One more time.
Rifle woman in U.S. history.
Older brothers.
My older brother's best friend's twin sister.
Nice.
Yeah, she's like literally like the best sniper shooter of all time.
Ladies, we can do anything.
Yeah, and the best part is my older brother and her twin and my older brother didn't make the team. So
really?
Yeah, women, baby.
Was that drama? Was that drama? In
Oh,
the
big
house?
time. I made fun of him. I still make fun of him. I'm like, your sister is way sicker than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just goes up and holds her fingers next to his head. She's
Yeah.
like, make a move, bitch.
Yeah.
She's like, I fucking dare you.
Yeah, she was like elite. Like she got all the good genes of a twin. She's got like crazy vision. He's got like rec specs on his head. Like can't see shit. Yeah, he sucks.
She took all the good genes.
Oh, literally all of it. I was like, your sister just owned you in that womb. She took it all.
He wakes up in the night. She's got a fucking gun at his face like Goodfellas.
Yeah.
What did I say, bitch?
But I didn't realize how crazy it is that we did have a shooting range in our high school until I started telling that joke. I was like, that is fucking ridiculous.
That's insane.
Yeah. Those
That's-
fucking school shooters that ruin everyone's fun.
No, that's insane. And he didn't even make the team.
That's why there was no school shootings. Everyone was strapped. Be like, pull up, bitch.
They're like, we actually have to go to practice after this.
Yeah,
We'll
right.
shoot you later.
Yeah, I got Jenna Compton on your ass.
Okay, August. The name.
Yeah.
The trauma.
Yeah, I have a hyphenated last name, too.
Yeah, what's the hyphenated last name?
My parents couldn't agree on anything, even my fucking name. Like, they literally had me, and they're like, we should get divorced. Yeah. It was like, my parents were married for 2 minutes after I was born. They're like, ah, shit.
Were you the Hail Mary at the buzzer? They're
Well,
like,
yeah, they had my brother first, and they were like, everything's great. And then they had me, and they're like, this isn't working. So,
they're like,
yeah.
This was not even going to make the rifle team. We're going to do we have any, before we go, any questions from the audience? Any questions from the audience? How did you guess assault, by the way?
Yeah, you following me, dude?
That was hilarious.
Everyone always guesses drugs, so that's always...
White man with long hair. I see it. I do.
Throwing some hands.
Did they pat you down for you came in here?
Yeah.
I thought he was security.
Strip search upstairs before
I thought you were security when you got in here.
No, not me. I'm not a narc.
That's so funny. And you've been out of jail ever since? Been a good
Sure.
boy?
Yeah, the jail, like I said, I've been arrested, but jail is a whole different... And when they're like, you have a felony, you're like, oh, no. I got to go with all the rest of the people with felonies. Yeah. It was... For the sake of the comedy show, I won't tell you about jail, but not a good time.
Yeah,
not fun.
We're going to release this.
Yeah, don't go. Don't go.
His PO doesn't know he's here right now. So this is
Yeah.
like a whole...
I'm breaking my probation right
Yeah.
now for being here. So.
No, this is so great. Make sure that you come see us in January at the
Yes,
Ice
please.
House.
Definitely come. Amanda's hosting.
Hell yeah. And it's his birthday. It's our birthday.
It's our birthdays.
Yeah.
There we go. All right.
Hell yeah.
All right. Thank you guys so much.
Hell yeah. Keep it going for August, everybody. Hell yeah. Keep it going for August, everybody. He committed to crimes on stage. I need some more energy for that.
Thanks for sticking around. That was Elaborate. Everything is recorded live at the Hollywood Improv. It's part stand-up, part interviews, live podcast recording. And if you do want to catch it live, our next show is going to be right behind me, Wednesday, January 8th. Ticket links are in the bios. Make sure you follow Elaborate Comedy on Instagram, and I will see you next time.